Hi there.
Hello, everybody.
So good to meet you live again.
Yes, welcome in our live stream. So good to have you here. Thank you so much for joining in. Wonderful.
Should be fun tonight.
Yes, for sure. Definitely. We have lots of things planned for tonight. We have also some little helpers ready here that want to help us explain some things. We can draw things. We can watch some videos. And whatever is important to you, please let us know if you want to know some more details for some of the topics. And yes, just let us know in the comments what you actually need right now.
Yeah, we will take the time and answer gladly any questions.
We will try, definitely. So if you are watching the live stream on the live stream hub page, then it might be a good idea to click in the lower left corner of the video on watch on YouTube, because then you can actually comment on our video. So then we can actually see your comment and question. So if you want to do that, then yeah, we will be happy to read your comments.
Yeah, we always love to know where you're from. Did you already start with hoopers, or are you planning to start out? So let us know a little bit about you too. Would love to hear that.
Definitely, yes, for sure. Yes, we will. Yeah, looking forward to reading from you.
Yeah, tonight we want to speak about how to start hoopers and how starting really defines your hoopers journey.
Definitely, definitely. And about the most common pitfalls there are, and that we see often that, yeah, many beginners trap into. So the three most common pitfalls that we want you to avoid to start your hoopers journey like right from the start.
Yeah, how you start will determine how fast it will go till you reach your goals, but mainly also how much fun it will be and how healthy it will be for your dog, and yeah, how easily you will reach your hoopers goals.
Definitely, yes, it makes such a big difference, especially to your dog's health also, because yeah, there are a few details, one could say, to consider, but that make such a huge difference in terms of how impactful the sport will be to your dog's body. So there is lots of things we can do to just reduce the impact on your dog's body, which is of course what we all want. And I see some comments in the chat. There is Susan from Scotland, Tove from Sweden, Carol from the UK.
How great.
Hi.
Hi there. Yeah, maybe you want to let us know in the chat why you are doing hoopers. So what is your main goal when doing hoopers? What do you want to improve, or what do you want to achieve? Would like to know about that.
Yes, for sure. Please let us know. Please let us know. Where are you in your hoopers journey, and what is your next goal? Like what do you want to achieve in hoopers?
So for me, if I might start.
Yes, please. That's a good idea.
I just always love if dogs are able to run, and I love how freely they are able to run in hoopers. So it really gives me so much joy to see their natural way of moving. So this is really great fun for me.
Yes, me too, definitely. And also, when I see that my dog really adapts like his movement to my cues. Like if I give a cue and I really see my dog actually like really understanding this and adapting his stride and like really in a safe and efficient way running through the course. These are like the details that I always love to see. Yes, so let us know what you love most about hoopers.
Yeah, so we actually studied behavior at university, but of course we also did really a ton of hands-on work. So we had several dogs ourselves, but we did also really work with several thousand hoopers teams. So yeah, it was super interesting, of course, to see the development of hoopers. And I was just thinking, is it now the 10th year or the 11th?
I think it's 12 now.
Oh my.
Should be 12 years now since we started playing with hoopers, and it is really interesting because we have seen so many dog handler teams now, and of course when we started it was not the same. Like hoopers didn't exist actually, so we were just still like developing and still finding out what can it actually be, how can it look like in the end. And I'm sure still now there will be more developments, but maybe not in the same range. Like maybe the difference will not be as big anymore. So, but yes, like compared to when we started, it's it changed a lot, which is great because everybody first had to find out what can actually be done, what will it look like.
So Ali, who is working with sled dogs, writes, we love hoopers. It gives us a different way to work on connection and teamwork with larger distances. So much agree. And Jessica writes, I've done a hoopers intro course a couple of years. Cool. But now it seems all about speed. I want to learn more about it, but not for competition, just for fun. That's always a great goal.
Definitely, yes, for sure. We are on the absolute same page about that. So, yes.
Beverly writes, joining from the US, how cool. Hi, Beverly. I want to help my dog have more movement and I need to move more too. And I want to build off-leash skills. Most of my dogs have been slower and more food motivated. Now I have a dog who likes food but loves to hunt and run. We might also do a little live mini session on Wednesday.
Yes.
So maybe there will be an exercise that would be very suitable.
Yes.
Very well suited.
Yes.
And Candice writes, I love the connection that you feel even being so far away from your dog. I also love how inclusive it is and easy to set up and practice anywhere. And my dog always has fun, even when messing up. Perfect.
Perfect. Sounds great. Yes.
And Carol adds, I've been doing hoopers 5 years, never done any other dog sport. That's cool. I enjoy everything about it. Great.
Awesome. Yes.
Yeah, when we started out with hoopers, we had two actually very advanced dogs in different dog sports. So when starting with hoopers, we seemed to make fast progress, but structure was clearly lacking.
Definitely, because then we were still finding out what do dogs actually need to be able to run a full hoopers course, and at the same time we had dogs that had just a lot of basic skills from all kinds of different dog sports. So
like
they had
gun dog work.
They had distance
herding.
skills. They had like some, yes, like from herding. They were used to move in a distance, to be guided in a distance. They like just all sorts of things. They had some agility skills. So then just all of that came together, and we kind of managed to handle them around the course.
Yeah, so actually we ended up with quite nice results with them. So they did really nice distance work. They ran a lot of cool courses, but we always say it was more despite of us and not thanks to us.
We can't take any credit for
No,
it.
we were really standing in their way. We might quickly watch a video of them. So it's 12 years old, or maybe a little.
Yeah, maybe I should be
less.
11, maybe, but yes, that's
tiny. So this was on our training field close to the capital of Switzerland, and we had many people come there and enjoy hoopers because
it was like Hooper Central.
Yeah, we were so crazy about hoopers, and
just so many courses and workshops and seminars. So it was just all about hoopers there, even like in the beginning when hoopers was not a big thing yet at all.
So that was so much fun. But our dogs, you might have seen, they always tended to check in on us because they were not super sure what we meant. And sometimes they were barking. Our female, we called her Dr. Bark, but actually it was it was for a reason. It was for a reason.
You would actually have to understand her, like it's
And there were always some surprises. So for the dogs and for us, so it was never like really. It was kind of reliable, but surprises were always there.
Yes, definitely.
And actually, what I really didn't like about it, sometimes there were some slips, especially in turns, and we thought there has to be a better way to train hoopers.
Definitely, yes, because there were just some skills missing that we then didn't think of. That I guess nowadays it would be so clear, because now there are many people thinking about hoopers and investing lots of thoughts and just understanding of the sport. So now it might be so clear that certain skills need to be trained, but then it wasn't. And that's where, for example, our dogs would sometimes be too fast and didn't really prepare for a turning and things like that. So yeah, that was certainly something that was lacking then.
Yeah, so we retired them and had a lot of fun in their senior years, of course, too, with them, but not with hoopers. We always retired them very early. But then we had two younger dogs, and for them, the path was very clear in our head, because yeah, we really saw where the others were lacking some skills, and for these younger dogs we were really able to have a beautiful structure and a step-by-step program.
Yes, yes. So because at that point we had learned so much already about hoopers, and we were also enjoying so many lessons already with clients and their dogs and workshops and seminars. So then we started to really have a clear step-by-step program to actually like teach the foundation and teach all the skills needed.
So we might watch a little video of Lillebror, little brother to the others. And he was a complete beginner dog, so we got him as a puppy. And he was really able, when he was physically mature, maybe he needed 4 to 6 months of training, and then
like actual hoopers training.
like hoopers training, he reached competition level. So that was really interesting for us to see. A step-by-step plan really helps.
Yes, and that actually, like, despite him not having all the foundation from like other dog sports, like he didn't learn to be like sent into this in a distance in some other exercises. It was like really like just hoopers training, but it still was super efficient.
Yeah. Do we have a little video of
Yes,
him?
yes, let's watch his video. I think he's about 10 months old in the video.
Okay. So this training facility doesn't exist anymore,
no,
unfortunately.
not even. It's too long ago already.
But yeah, with every dog after him, it got even faster. And it's really not about the speed for us, but really about how much fun it is for dog and human handler, and how healthy it is for them.
Definitely, definitely. I think if when training is efficient, it just means that the dogs like really understand and they are super motivated to do it. So that's what it's about. Like it's not about like how fast can we teach hoopers, but of course this will be a sign about how much fun it is for the dog actually.
Absolutely.
And we have Ike joining also, and Jenny from Finland, who are already enjoying hoopers.
And Jenny with whippets.
Yes.
How nice.
Nice. Loving whippets. Big whippets fans here.
So, as we said when starting out some 12 years ago, we even didn't know where hoopers could end up. Actually, we were always a little bit planning ahead. How could competition level 3 look like, but we were not really sure if dogs would be able to reach this level. So it was all always a little bit experimenting.
Definitely.
And yeah, as we said, then we didn't really have this clear structure in our mind, but we just mainly try to have like random sequences that we try to train. So yeah, it's really a big difference to now, where of course we have a structured foundation, and their training was more or less like hope and pray. They would learning.
In the beginning, yes. So
So
changed a lot.
it was a little bit like trying to teach a child to read without teaching them the alphabet first. And of course, if you have a solid base, it will always be so much more fun, really so much more efficient than having like a patchwork.
Definitely, yes, and just so much more enjoyable for human and dog. I think, like, of course, we want to do something where we know what to do actually, and the same is true for our dogs. Like we keep on doing things where we like know the steps, where we know what to do next, where we know what to go back to if something isn't working or a mistake happens. So I think it's really important, to have just a plan about it, because that's actually what makes us keep going.
So we wanted to talk tonight about the 3 main pitfalls, and also why they are all connected. So maybe we could write them down.
That's a good plan. Yeah, it's a good idea. So yes, see it here. So let's move
these guys
away for now, but we will still need them later.
So pitfall number 1 is starting sequences too early, or doing sequences too early.
Yes, definitely. So like as long as the skills are not really there, it doesn't make any sense to already try to do sequences or even courses.
So second pitfall is using lures. So also especially at the finish, so at the end point.
Yes, like just placing a toy behind the obstacles or something like that. Yeah.
And number 3 is using handler movement to move the dog. These are like 3 pitfalls that might really slow progress down, or hinder you from having success at all.
Definitely, yes, and we still see them often. Like we still like
absolutely.
Watching videos and like scrolling through social media. It's quite common because of course we could think, well, using lures, it could make sense. Like it will be fast for the dog. They just see their toy. It could be fun to just run to the toy. But as we will see now, there are huge disadvantages for all 3 of them. So we can understand that as a beginner, one might trap into these, because of also with sequencing. It might look like the obvious thing to do, maybe just a short sequence. So maybe one might think my dog knows a little bit about handling already from agility or something. So I will start with just like 6 or 7 Hooper's obstacles or something like that, and try to do sequences. But there is lots of challenges with doing that. So absolutely we absolutely understand if you might just start with something like this, but we would want you to avoid it because we know what the challenges are with these.
Yeah, because of course we tried it out ourselves. So it also, yeah, it somehow made sense. And also we didn't really have another plan. So we started out with sequencing already in the beginning with our first Hooper stocks.
Yeah.
But sequences without foundation, this will always like tempt the handler to use like excessive help, like excessive body cues, because of course you will quite quickly feel like, oh, I need to help the dog. He isn't really able to handle this challenge. So it will be tempting to use too much movement on your part. And this is, of course, super hard to fake.
Definitely, yes. And also, I think for the dog, like if we try to sequence, but we haven't really taught our dogs the cues that we want to use and like the skills, the behaviors they actually need, also for a small sequence, then of course they will start to look back and to check in, and then we will actually rely on handler movement again, like just because there is no other information for the dog that they actually understand. So this is why, yeah, they are all connected. And then maybe if we have built this, that now we try to help our dogs with movement,
And it's so habit forming for the handler and for the dog. So as you said, the dogs are almost forced to watch the handler, but they also get so into it, like always looking back. It's like starting to smoke. It's really difficult to get rid of it then, because yeah, they just get into the habit of watching the handler. And also for some breeds it's especially reinforcing if they can see the handler moving. So that could really lead to troubles.
And moving doesn't actually mean like the handler running, not even like running for a few steps, but for many dogs it's very reinforcing to see their handler like just waving their arms or something like that, and turning like intensively or something like that. So as soon as they start to look back, and in this moment there will be actually a help and like a movement from the handler, then of course they will keep on doing that. And they will watch the handler more and more.
Absolutely.
And
then when the handler wants to progress, she somehow feels, I need additional help. So the lures come into play. So these three problems are very much interconnected, because if I feel, my dog would actually never run 30 meters ahead, then of course I might be tempted to just put a toy at the end of a line, or like having a feeding machine.
Yes, maybe like a remote feeder or something, or a bowl with food and treats, or maybe a food target with some treats on the target, or something like that. Many people come to this point where they almost don't see another option for them to for their dogs to actually focus ahead and not checking in so much.
And this is actually quite problematic, because it easily looks as if the dog would understand, because if the dog then gets used to running towards a helper, towards the feeding machine, it looks like he is performing correctly. But we always say this is like an optical illusion, because the dog is going for the reward. He's running because of the reward. And if there is no because anymore, like if we don't have the toy there anymore, the behavior will break down quite quickly.
Definitely, like if they don't see you or someone putting the toy there, if they don't see the remote feeder is out, if they don't see that there is something that they are actually interested in running towards, then they might not even start running at all. So then what has looked like a lot of distance work and like a lot of running from the dog was actually just like running towards his reward. And as soon as it's not there anymore, we do not have a behavior at all.
So of course we got to know a lot of teams who try to do hoopers that way, and they had like many problems, like barking dogs, frustrated dogs. Not always, of course, but there are always these moments where the dogs are frustrated, or dogs who will look back and therefore slip or don't have the appropriate speed. And actually, these are often teams who have the same level over for several years. Like they might have quite a nice level, but it stays at that level.
It's very hard to then keep on progressing, yes, because it's hard to achieve more distance if this is already built into you and your dog as a team. Then it will be hard with the same strategy, like with keep on doing the same or similar things. It will be hard for your dog to actually be independent and actually love to go more into distance and actually executing also a little bit more complex directional cues, for example, in a distance independently. So when keeping on doing similar things, it will be very challenging to achieve like the next level.
But don't worry if you think, okay, great.
Well,
I'm doing all these 3 things.
we have all done it. That's just.
So it's just about changing. But if you would stick to these strategies, it really slows down progress quite a lot. And also many dogs that way learn to do hoopers by improvising. So they might understand or kind of understand some of the cues, and then they always improvise, like looking back or trying to hear what the handler is saying. So like always making sure, is the handler approving or disapproving? But it's always a little bit improvising then on the dog's part.
Yes. They kind of try to learn their own system, where they try to feel if they are still on the right path, or if they need to check in again and look for another cue, or if they need to adapt something. So yeah, of course they are very clever.
And some dogs get really good at this improvising game, and others are really like, I need to switch sports. So yeah, we would love to help you avoid these pitfalls,
or find a way out of
absolutely, which is completely possible, of course. Completely possible.
Just about changing it up.
Yeah. So it's really mainly about identifying the skills we need for hoopers and then training these skills before putting them together.
Definitely, yes, and that's just a step-by-step progress. Like that's not something super difficult or complex, but that's just one thing after the other.
Yeah. So after really frustrating our first hooper dogs way too many times, we then developed like this stages of skill development for hoopers. We have a little
Yes, we will look at that
graphic
now.
for this. Yes, that's this one. And if you'd like, we would love to talk with you about these stages and what is important there for you.
Yes, because that's actually just what you need to get started in a just a confident way. Actually, like that's what makes Hooper stock like confident and really joyful throughout the whole progress. Because it starts with the actual preparation and foundation. Like I guess that's one of the main things about it, that there is the foundation training done before more complex things are happening.
So it's really about teaching the ABCs before
reading the book.
Reading the book. So we call this stage preparation and foundation. And for example, we are doing like focus work in the preparation stage, like teaching the dog really to focus on his obstacles. And I think we have a short video for that too.
Yes, let me
find it?
check about that. Yes, we can find it.
Oh, it's not super important.
No, we can. I'm not completely prepared for this one, as you might, but we will make it happen.
It also came as a surprise.
It came as a surprise to me now, but that's okay. We will look at it now. Quasi diesen Fokus zeigen. Also einfach den Blick auf das Hindernis richten. Go. Get it. Yay, super Lily. Super.
Oh God.
So here you could see Lillebror with just one obstacle, but the goal is for him to really focus on the obstacle before I actually send him. So this way we can really make sure that he's not like starting to run in this direction while actually still watching me in this direction or something like that. But then right from the start line, he will be focused on the running line. And this was for an instructor's program where we were just showing a little bit what the goal of some of the exercises is. So yes, there you can see that with just one obstacle, we can already train something so important.
And of course, this preparation and foundation work can already be started with a young dog or even a puppy or a dog you just got from a shelter. And you can really progress with these exercises. So of course you can start this at home in a very quiet environment, but as you've seen here, it can be progressed and the dog already before starting hoopers can, for example, learn to do the forward focus really with a lot of distraction. And this, of course, will be super helpful then when starting out of the real obstacles.
Definitely. And also in this preparation and foundation stage, there will be some exercises about teaching the rewards, about teaching some prompts like a foot target, for example, that will be used later on for teaching directional cues. There could be like teaching the individual obstacles. Like it's a lot of things happening already in this stage.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, of course, you really continue step by step. So it's not working on foundations, then on one obstacle, then going to the sequences.
Yeah.
But you might then go to like 2 obstacle combos or like 3 obstacle combos. So it's really progressing step by step.
Yes, and of course the next stage will be about teaching directional cues. So in the first stage, it's not about like turning, it's not about some specific like directional movement for your dog, but this will only be the second stage where it's all about the foundation for the directional cues.
Yeah. So we thought we might show you a little demonstration for the directional cues, a little game you could also do at home.
Yes.
It's always good to see how your family's members react to those little games.
Yes, for sure. So if you want to later or tomorrow also play this with your family members, that will be a good idea, because it's always great to just try things out and just try these games.
So I already have an exercise end goal in mind, and I will show you 2 different ways to try to achieve this.
Okay. So this one will not be specifically about Hooper. So this will be about just demonstrating ways to teach something. But it is very relevant for Hoopers, especially for the stage of teaching directional cues. So it's very relevant for this. It's just another example to demonstrate it. Okay, so let's see, we don't need this for now.
So we have little stuff. Fuera, fuera, fuera. Oh, no, no así, no así. Vuelta, vuelta. Ma no, corre, corre, un circolo. No, ma. ¿Qué haces? Ma ven aquí, ven aquí. Corre, corre, corre. Ja. Also, es war ein bisschen
English.
Oh, sorry. I just suddenly switched to German.
It was some Italian, I think. Like, I don't really understand. Like, I didn't understand what she was saying.
Me neither. So,
and I didn't know what to do here. So I was just trying to find out what she wanted from me. So it was a little bit stressful, I have to say.
So when we speak a language, and you might have noticed that I don't actually speak very well Spanish. Just faking it a little bit. But when we speak a language, it's so difficult for us to understand that the picture we have in our mind is not the same picture in the mind of our learner.
It might not be a picture at all. Like I didn't have a picture. Like I tried something, but
so let's try a different strategy.
Okay. Then. Yes. Thumbs crossed for me. Ooh, now there are rewards.
Even
also.
rewards.
Yes.
We
Okay.
have some rewards
I
now.
get a little bowl to put my rewards in.
And I have some beans here you might earn.
Hopefully. It's fun. Now I can speed up also. Easy. Okay. Now I actually enjoy this now.
Azul. 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 So what does azul mean?
It means like put dice to the target.
So by having the same little objects, if I just open up too many possibilities, it's so difficult to know what is correct. Yeah, it's so difficult to choose. And you really should try this little step-by-step plan at home with your family members.
Maybe not the first method, because that might be some...
Not with your preferred family members
not,
then.
Yes, exactly. Just if you want to shout at each other anyway, then.
And by
the second one was fun.
By starting with behavior, which is quite probable, like driving a car around.
It was easy.
It was very quick to get the behavior of pushing a dice. Yeah.
Yes. And it was, I enjoyed doing it really, and I wanted to do it like faster, and I was, was very motivated.
We can continue after the live stream.
Okay, yes, please. Okay. Nice.
So this was a little example for that, and we might do a little dog example.
Yes.
Example. What
Let's
do you think?
Yes. Let's look at like teaching a directional cue. So we are on the second stage where we want to teach our dogs like a new directional cue. So we could think about like putting maybe just a few obstacles, so that there is like not too many things for our dogs to do. Let me see if I can just make up something very briefly, maybe something like this. So it's not a lot of obstacles. It's not, we could, there is not tons of options for my dog. So I might start to teach him a new directional cue like this. So one could think it might be a good idea. So for example, I could send my dog to the barrel first. Do you want to be the handler?
I will be the handler. Okay. Do you want to say what the end goal should look like, or will it be a surprise?
That's a good question. Should it be a surprise?
I thought maybe it would be better to
know already. Okay, so for now we want to teach our dog to turn away. So the goal would be for my dog to turn away from me. So the idea here is to send the dog around this barrel first. So from there we could just try to teach this new directional cue. Yeah,
and we will see what happens when we have a lot of possible options. So, fuera, fuera, garaje, azul, corre, corre. Ven aquí, ven aquí.
I was in the tunnel.
Was in the tunnel?
Yes.
Maybe,
Okay, so it didn't work.
maybe you want to change your handler position.
Yes, okay, we can try to be a little bit closer to like help a little bit more. Okay, let's try again.
Corre, corre, hermano. Cerveza, cerveza, cerveza. Ven aquí. Oh.
Now
tunnel
the dog,
again?
yes, the tunnel again, and like the dog fell down, and he actually pushed the handler.
But
Also.
I don't know if this is a real life scenario,
I
but
don't know either.
otherwise I'm sure many will recognize like trying to change the handler position, like maybe helping with the arm a little bit more.
Trying to call the dog a little bit louder, trying to repeat a cue, for example. So yeah, of course, that's a very common thing to do. Do you want to try again?
Yeah, let's do it. ¿Dónde estás? ¿Dónde estás? Ahora. Ven, 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 ven. Oh.
So now I just came towards the handler.
Yeah. So it's really I think
it's clear what
if we have already several obstacles, of course we might get lucky with a dog that is good at improvising, that maybe if we stand in the way, or maybe he is like he knows a little bit what one specific arm movement means, we might end up with a dog that chooses the correct obstacle.
So what we wanted was for the dog to go there.
But again, it's like reading the book without knowing the ABCs.
Despite not like it's not a full course, like it's not a ton of obstacles, but still it's a few, and for teaching a new directional cue where the dog doesn't understand what we are saying at all. So again, this was like a language that I didn't know what it means. So then it's already too much. Like it's yeah, we need to break it down further.
So what we want to do is really like build the skill of the movement. So for example, for turning away, we really shape this skill of turning away.
Yes, and we will also have a look now at a better example. So this is not actually what we recommend, what we advise you to do at all. But now let's look at what you could actually do, which will look like a lot like a lot less, but it will be so much easier and so much fun for your dog. So there might actually just be these two obstacles, and we might start super close to one of the obstacles with our dog, and we might actually even use like a target, like a foot target, so our dog will know exactly where to go. So for example, if we start like this, there is not a lot of risk for our dog to do anything else, but from here just go to this target. So then we can already reward our dog.
So you remember like driving around with this little toy car. It's super probable that if I put down a car, my teammate will like drive the car around. And same with a target that is of course already worked in the foundation exercises. The dog will quite probably love to go to this target.
Exactly.
And then we have already a great start.
Exactly. So from there, we can just start to increase the distance a little bit, and our dog will keep on doing the exact same thing, and we can keep on rewarding them for this. So then we can start to move down here a little bit. The dog will just keep on doing the same, and I guess at this point we might already have get rid of our target, so we don't really need this anymore. So depending on the dog, it can still be there, but usually can be removed very quickly. So now we can still let our dog do the exactly same behavior and always reward there, and then we can start to like go further back. So now our dog, can we see this, will actually even like move through the hoop first and then turn in this direction. So this is one possibility. Maybe we can move it up here a little bit so we can actually see the handler position. How we can even like then start to add some distance, and even like the dog having turn away from us, like in front of us. Like we don't have to be here all the time. Like even while teaching turning away already, we can be in a distance and be like behind the dog, and like this, really making sure that the dog is independent and he really wants to choose this option. And it's not about some like specific arm cue that has to be there, or like some kind of orientation of the handler or something like that. But it's really like the dog's the conscious decision to move like this.
I just love behavior.
Fascinating.
It's always so cool to see. Actually, this is so easy to do. You will have a dog that is so easily able to turn away completely independently, completely independent from your body position, because it's just so easy for them if we really take off all the fluff that is not necessary. So, for example, when starting out with our first Hooper dogs, we could get them to turn away quite easily, but it would always like be necessary for them to like see us at least a little bit.
Just like
Yeah.
this a little bit.
Yeah. And now with the younger dogs, it's really no question at all. I mean, they are not at all dependent on the movement of us.
And of course, you can, if you work like this, you can add the fluff in also quite fast again, and you can now start to bring in like distraction obstacles and things like that. And of course, then it will be so much easier for the dog to still continue to do the same thing, because they actually understand what they are doing, and then they will start to connect it to the cue.
So we will watch a short video, because if you want to do it at home, you might want to watch the dog version.
Yes, yes. So it will
The
be the same exercise, the same thing for teaching your dog to turn away, but now with like an actual real dog, which is Lillebror. On the other side. Such. Hasi, gut. Jawohl. Gut gemacht. Gut gemacht. Weg. Hasi, yay, mega. Let's do a quick summary. So this was actually like from the video lesson in our online course. So, and it was just a second part of the lesson where it's all about like teaching the second side. So that's why it was super fast. But of course, yeah, it's just about doing all the steps and just about like adding the distance step by step.
I was a little bit surprised by the speed.
Yes.
But yeah, it's what we've seen with the little Playmobil figurines. Okay, so that was about directional cues. Greed asks, and you shape this movement without giving non-verbal cues, right? Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So yes, that's another thing. We could have actually added this, I think, to our pitfall list, but I think it's part of early sequencing that would be to early using cues that the dogs don't really understand. So that's why it's super important to, when you start teaching a new directional cue, for example, that at first you will not use a cue, but you will teach the behavior first. You will teach the exact movement your dog needs to do, the direction they need to turn to, for example, and have lots of repetitions for just the movement before you add the cue, because then you can actually be sure that when you add the cue, that your dog will very probably do the correct behavior.
Many thanks for pointing this out. Great. Candice asks, how do you reward that if the dog isn't interested in toys?
Yes, that's a very good question, because in the video we could see that I would throw a toy and that's something that is for sure very important, to throw something to really get this independence and get the distance work. But of course, it doesn't need to be a toy. It could also be some kind of food toy, actually. Sorry, I just need some water.
Yeah, we might also talk about that quickly on Wednesday when we will do a little live demo. So we had the preparation and foundation work. Then we talked about directional cues. And after that, we will work on distractions and discrimination. And a little bonus tip here. It is so super important to not do any testing too early. So it's not necessary actually, and it's really too difficult, and the risk of frustration for handler and dog is really too high if done too early. So don't do any this or that games or discriminating exercises too early. So you can really go even many months without doing the testing stuff, and it will really help you have super solid foundations, and it will really help you keep the fun for you and your dog, and you will have a super reliable result in the end.
Definitely, because the dogs will be so confident with the cues. They will be so sure about them. They will just know what you mean. And if you start mixing it up too early and making it a little bit too difficult, they will start like the guessing game, and then it's a little bit more challenging to get out of that again.
Dogs are not that good in differentiating between words as we might have thought some years ago. So actually they really sometimes get in quite a lot of trouble.
True.
Trying to differentiate between words. And so if we make them do this too early, it's almost certain that we end up with a dog who needs to improvise because he doesn't understand it. But of course, we will start to work with distractions, and then the time will also come where we will do some discrimination exercises, but we never go crazy about discrimination exercises. Yeah, it's not necessary.
No, I think the main thing I would like to say about discrimination exercises is there always needs to be a reason why the dog will be able to get it right. And it can't be that he will just know the cue well enough.
The reason can't be he should know that.
Yes, exactly. There needs to be another reason, like something, for example, like the handle position that is close enough, or maybe you are working on his preferred running line, or something like there is a foot target that will help your dog making the right decision. Because if it's about teaching discrimination work, that means that your dog does not have the 100% level of discrimination yet. So that means you need a plan about like how can he actually get it right.
True that. And always when working with distractions and discrimination, that's an excellent moment to really you should always videotape, but certainly then, because it will be so full of information, these sessions. And if your dog gets slower or might even look back, this will give you so valuable information what to work on again. Because, of course, we go up the stages, but we will also always go back and work more on the foundation exercises. Also, with our most advanced dogs, we will work every week on like foundation exercises.
Definitely. There's also a good question from Grit in the chat. It's how much time does each step take? And so for the foundation and preparation stage, this would be just a few weeks, but of course it always depends on how much, how often you can train. But let's say in 1 month, you could definitely be done with all the preparation needed.
So normally with our customers, they will be running like the first competition courses like after 6 months of training. Some take more time. That's of course great, because maybe they don't have a training facility, or things are happening. But normally, the whole process takes around 6 months.
Yes, and then of course, as you already mentioned, it's also about like jumping up and back down again. Also, for example, if you start to teach 1 or 2 directional cues, then for these directional cues, you can already move up to distraction work, for example. And after that, you can start to do some sequencing where just these cues are needed. But of course, to teach some more complex cues, for example, you would need to go back down the stages again and then move up step by step for these specific cues. So it always depends on what skill you're actually talking about. And then, as you can see, the distance work is always an issue. Like you will always, on every step, you will work on distance, of course, for hoopers.
Yeah, it's always a part of every step. Yeah. So, of course, our last stage is then sequences and courses, which are fun, of course. But it's really, it's really not mainly what we are doing, even with advanced dogs. So we, of course, regularly do sequences and courses, but the main training time always goes into developing the foundation even more.
Definitely. I also, even when we set up a course, I find myself like giving it like one try, like running my dog once through the course, and then I want to do something like more specific, like I want to like just pick one skill and just improve a little detail about it, and like improve my dog's distance work for this specific skill, for example. And then I always go back to like breaking it down. And yeah, even if we set up a course, usually we would not spend a lot of time with course running. But that's also, I guess, a little bit individual to what you prefer.
But of course, it's not the sequences and the courses where dogs learn most. So of course they also learn there, but in the other stages they normally learn way more. So it's also for that. And as you already said, a distance training really, it's along the way. So it's always included. And of course, for distance work, it's also super important to think about your reward placement. So meaning it's not placed already at the end,
but where you throw it.
Yeah, where you will throw it. So
exactly, yes.
Always important to think about that.
And yes, it can be a toy, or it could be, as we briefly mentioned, something like a food container. There are some really great toys now where you can, like, for example, a little bag where you can put lots of food in and throw this for your dog, or of course also like some kind of toys where the dog can open it up actually then in the distance and get his treat from there. So there is lots of possibilities to also work with food motivated dogs and still get great distance stuff.
Yeah. So yes, there are quite a lot of small steps, but it's always a little bit like jumping out of the first, or let's say out of the second floor of a house. At the first glance, it looks like going faster than taking the stairs. But of course, the result is so much better, smoother, healthier. Yeah. And it's really like, you will always be progressing. And you start with a very independent dog who is really, who really understands his job and is able to perform it so independently.
And no broken legs.
No broken legs.
I like that.
Kind of cool.
That might be my favorite part. But it is actually an important part, because of course while taking the small steps, and it's actually more like running down the stairs from like the second floor because it will be very fast. But still, while taking the steps, your dog actually like can start to develop the understanding about how to move his body and how to move his body safely,
So
and
true.
how to like really adapt to what is the best and safest way for turns, for example, and all of these things. So that's why it's definitely worth it, and then also just because it's so much more fun to just have this great connection in every step of the way.
Mm-hmm. So please let us know if you have questions. Otherwise, if you don't want to find out everything for yourself, but if you would like to have a proven, structured, step-by-step plan, and if you would like to continue training with us, we would, of course, love that. And yeah, we like to inform you that we've opened up our online course. It's called Navigate Your Dog. It's hoopers, really from A to Z. So really from the very first steps to the first competition courses.
Yes, it's like all the steps that are needed. Like it's all that we now talked about. Like all of the like the whole stairs are in there. It's just and for every step, it's just a clear instruction about how to really go about it with your dog. And like there is always like the next step ready for you, so you can just be sure to be on the right path and to really just go smoothly with your dog through the process.
So if you're interested, don't hesitate to get in contact and also check your inbox. We will send you an email, because at the moment you have the possibility to join for the normal price, but you will get longer access time. So
yes, it's
make
a
sure to check
special
your emails.
Yeah, it's a special deal right now. So and it's not here for a long time, so it's just a few days. So if you want to check it out, and if you have any question, please just get in contact with us.
Let's take some questions. And Susan has an excellent recommendation. She says a treat clam is very helpful, where you can put some treats in, and then it's like a little ball with treats in it.
Definitely, yes, that's one of these toys, and maybe we can talk about them a little bit on Wednesday, and even like show you and like train together about how something like this can be used.
Yeah.
And some other options too, because there is not just like these food toys.
True. Grit asks for the foundation work, how long can a 9-month-old train in a row, and how many times a week? Oh, excellent question. So we normally don't do any training sessions that are longer than 3 minutes at a time. So it's like we normally have all our dogs, and we use a timer, so we never train longer than 3 minutes, but we might have them take a little drink, relax a little bit, and then do like several 3-minute sessions with them.
Yeah, so usually they would take turns. So this means that they get a little break after their 3-minute session, and then they get another turn, and maybe another one. Yes. But yes, that's usually a good idea to have just short sessions, because then you can also like review and rethink a little bit what happened in these 3 minutes. And a lot can happen in 3 minutes, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So this means also that maybe if you're not like, if not everything goes smoothly, yeah, you don't want to go on for longer, because yeah.
Actually, normally dogs can quite easily concentrate for longer, but we humans don't. And at the end of let's say 2.5 minutes, humans normally start to do some mistakes. And of course, it's better to have shorter sessions with higher success rates than to have longer sessions where we start to get a little bit messy. Yeah.
And it's also a good idea to maybe even look at your video very, very briefly, especially if something wasn't going so well in this 3 minutes, because I'm yeah, pretty sure you will be able to spot something that you want to do differently.
And we personally train all our dogs every day, but not always in hoopers. There's always also a lot of other things to do, like
Cooperative
care and
just,
daily manners that you use. So fitness training. Okay, let us know if you have other questions. If not, and if the weather is okay, we might meet up at Wednesday evening, yeah, to do some little exercises together.
Yes. So we will for sure let you know about Wednesday, but I think we could do some training. So if you are interested in joining our program, just check out the link, because now is a very good opportunity to join, because you get a longer access time than usual. So even if you think maybe, but now the winter is ahead, it doesn't really matter, because you get like 6 months in addition, so you can actually like just add this to the end of your Navigate Your Dog journey with us. So if you're interested in that, just check it out. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you have any questions.
Karen writes, my dog would like you to teach me. She says it's always the human.
Yeah.
It's just, it's also things that are moving. It's always like, it's like faster for us and slower for them. So this is actually a true thing. So it's also a little bit more difficult for us. They have some advantages.
Very true. Very true. It's not fair, actually.
No, it's not fair game. Candice asks, for your course, how much space would you recommend?
Yes, so there is lots and lots of exercises where you do not need a lot of space. So because all of the skills are broken down into small steps and are like really learned separately from lots of obstacles and lots of things happening. There is many of the exercises where you would just need like a backyard, like a garden, which would need to be maybe like 15 meters squared, something like that. So 15 times 15 meters will be great. Many things can even be done in a smaller space. And then, of course, there are some exercises where we then progress to more distance work, where you would need like a usual dog sport field. So some of the steps will then, of course, be about like lots of distance, as this is what we want to build with your dogs. So then a couple of times, I would say, you would need access to just a dog sport field.
And I was just reading in the chat, Marisa is also here, and many thanks for your kind recommendation, Marisa. So Marisa is writing, she is here through Bentley's YouTube. I just want to say that Navigate Your Dog is amazing. I knew nothing when I started. A year later, I just completed 6 novice courses in a video trial. How cool.
Awesome.
Love to hear that. Thank you so much. Nancy, many thanks for your comment. Beverly says, thank you. This was super. Looking forward to receiving the info about your course. We will send it soon. So if you check your emails, then you will find everything.
Yes, and we can
Many
also
thanks.
put the link here in the chat later. So then, you can see it there.
And Susan is asking, does the timing of cues change with progress and experience, or is it an individual's preference?
I would say neither. Like because it certainly doesn't change, because you want to be very early with your cues right from the start. So for example, in Navigate Your Dog, all the cues are predictive cues. So they actually tell your dog what to do after the next obstacle. So very precisely very precisely put, they tell your dog how to approach and how to go through and how to execute the next obstacle, and because of that also what is the direction after that obstacle. So this will be super early anyway. So yeah, you want to make sure to right from the start or from the time where you kind of like change the system and kind of decide for this kind of cues, for example, to be on point with the cues.
And Pika already writes, and how cool is that? She writes, yes, we're in. We were already part of the Hoopers community, so now it's complete. So great.
Awesome. So
welcome,
welcome.
Pika.
Great. Love
Oh,
that.
great. And Susanne asks, are there maybe some sequences that require earlier timing?
It doesn't really depend on that. It doesn't really depend on the sequences. I guess just when you start sequencing, then you need to focus on your timing specifically. Like you need to really concentrate as the handler to still be on point with your timing, because yeah, for the dog it will be very important for you to not be too late, for example, because of course in sequences then there will be more obstacles standing around, there will be more options for your dog, so then specifically he will be reliant on you to give the information on time.
We always also try to post videos where you can hear our cues. So sometimes there is music on it, but normally we also try to post videos with the cues. So if you follow us, you might also check in some of the videos.
And definitely inside the program, like there is that's also one of the main things that you can actually see how we are doing this with our dogs, what we are doing, what we are saying to our dogs, what is the exact timing, and things like that.
Ingrid asks, is the Navigate Your Dog program for someone who has not done any Hoopers training yet? Really, absolutely. So it's really, we don't keep any secrets.
It's all there.
It's all there. It's really from the very first step. So very first time seeing a target, very first time seeing Hooper's obstacle, really till doing a competition, your first competition courses.
We've had many participants that were a little bit more advanced and also very advanced already when they started the course, because they realized that maybe they were on some kind of journey like this, or they were just not completely happy with what they have been doing until that point, and they just wanted to learn a new way, and then just wanted to learn a new system, and they just wanted to have like all the steps and not miss anything, and just get like all the skills done, and just be sure to for their dog to not lack anything. So that is also a possibility to do that. Like we there is no disadvantage about it.
Elena asks for the link. Elena, I just posted it again for you. Many thanks for your interest. And as soon as we've answered all the questions, we will also send you an email with the link. Karen asks, do you compete in championships with your dogs? So for us, our main fun is like doing working with our customers, having like training meetups with our friends. So this is our main fun. It's for us hoopers, it's really about friendship and having fun with our dogs. Yeah, I think we've answered quite everything.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
Thank you so much for being here tonight, and for joining us, for all the interesting questions, and for staying with us. And if you like, just check out the Navigate Your Dog 2.0 course, because now is a good time to join.
Yeah. So, and don't hesitate to get in contact. We always love to help you out to decide if Navigate Your Dog would be the perfect course for you. So, yeah, just let us know if you have any questions. So,
For sure, yes. And then enjoy the rest of your evening or afternoon or whatever it is where you are right now. And we hope to see you like this again soon.
yeah, see you soon.
Bye.
Bye. And check your emails.
Are you a hoopers enthusiast or someone who thinks this looks fun but didn't get started yet?
Then get ready for a great adventure with the Navigate Your Dog online course.
We are here to sprinkle your hoopers journey with heaps of fun and make sure you and your dog develop a real understanding and clear communication for and with each other.
We will guide you from prep work to advanced courses, always with a focus on protecting joint health and overall well-being.
It's here and it's happening right now. Join our exciting online course where we will spill all the beans.
From the very first steps to strutting your stuff in competitions, we've got you covered.
Our training plans, fine-tuned through years of experience, will be yours to explore and enjoy.
We've included everything to make your team successful. Over 1,000 teams have already successfully completed our Navigate Your Dog online course, with countless more teams loving our seminars across Europe.
We are Nadine Haley and
Simone Fasel.
we are not only long-time experts in reward-based training, we also specialize in how human-dog teams can have the perfect online course experience.
Navigate Your Dog, we're not anonymous, we are a family, and we feel personally accountable for the success of your training journey alongside your furry companion.
Join us now and together let's unleash your full potential, creating memories that will have tails wagging for years to come.
See you in the course!
Are you a hoopers enthusiast or someone who thinks this looks fun but
started yet?
Then get ready for a great adventure with the Navigate Your Dog online course.
We are here to sprinkle your Hooper's journey with heaps of fun and make sure you and your dog develop a real understanding and clear communication for and with each other.
We will guide you from prep work to advanced courses, always with a focus on protecting joint health and overall well-being.
It's here and it's happening right now. Join our exciting online course where we will spill all the beans.
From the very first steps to strutting your stuff in competitions, we've got you covered.
Our training plans, fine-tuned through years of experience, will be yours to explore and enjoy.
We've included everything to make your team successful. Over 1,000 teams have already successfully completed our Navigate Your Dog online course, with countless more teams loving our seminars across Europe.
We are Nadine Haley and
Simone Fasel.
we are not only long-time experts in reward-based training, we also specialize in how human-dog teams can have the perfect online course experience.
Navigate Your Dog, we're not anonymous, we are a family, and we feel personally accountable for the success of your training journey alongside your furry companion.
Join us now and together let's unleash your full potential, creating memories that will have tails wagging for years to come.
See you in the course!